This is the book of Job. Naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked I shall return. The Lord has given and the Lord has taken away. And through all of this, Job did not sin and he did not blame God. Job chapter 1, verse 21 to 22. If I were God for a day, no one would be kneeling. None of this hands together in prayer, singing hymns, chanting hallelujah. If I were God for a day, everyone would be quiet. If I were God for a day, no one would be looking up. None of this seeing me in all things, seeing my face in a sunbeam. If I were God for a day, everyone would open their eyes. If a lonely child was praying for a miracle as God for the day, I'd show up. Not bread and wine, but flesh and blood, clear as day, no mental gymnastics, no cryptic speeches. I would actually use my omnipresence to actually be present, even for the people who don't believe in me, because I sure as shit still believe in them. If I were God for a day, I would turn every bullet into a mustard seed. I would turn every barren battlefield into a lush rainforest. And I would tear down every temple, every pillar of gold and ivory built in my name. I tell all the Christians, I tell all the Muslims, all the Hindus, the Scientologists, the parents, the teachers, the government officials, the rapists, and serial killers who dare speak in my name. You are wrong. I'm sorry. It's all my fault. If I were God for a day, I'll admit my mistakes. I'd confess my sins. Because after all, I created you in my image, right? Like you, I am afraid. I am angry. I am prejudiced. Like you, I thought I had all the best intentions. Like you, I've made some horrible choices. And like you, I am lonely, just wanting to be loved, even if it's by someone so far that I cannot reach them. Longing for peace, longing for warmth, longing for anything better than this. If I were God for a day, I'd be blunt. I'd say that after today, you will never see me again. None of your hymns, none of your songs, none of your hashtag thoughts and prayers, none of your likes and shares, none of your donations will ever reach me again. Would you please see your neighbors for who they really are? Maybe if you stop using me as a scapegoat, you will stop saying that I hate gays and bacon. Maybe you'd take responsibility for your words and actions. I don't know, just a thought. And to all the winners, the champions, the victorious, and the trophy bearers, don't thank me, that was all you. To all the bigots who use my name in vain, don't quote me, that was all you. To all the sinners begging for forgiveness, do not patronize me, that was all you. Because I am not apologizing for the Inquisition, the Crusades, the honor killings, all of the families torn apart by faith, all of the greed, all of the murders. Believe me, that was all fucking you. I do not owe you any answers. Why don't you answer my questions for once? What if I told you that heaven was closed and that you're all going to hell? Would you still be good? What if I told you that this world, this life, this ball of rocks you call Earth was all that you had? Would you please segregate your trash just like you did each other? What if I told you that you weren't special, that none of you are my children? You're all a bunch of hairy, stupid apes, grasping at the frayed ends of your own sanity, trying to rationalize everything, thinking that everything happens for a reason. What if I told you that my real children are somewhere out there living in a perfect utopia, unfettered by greed and selfishness, somewhere out there in the Andromeda galaxy? Would you please stop thinking so highly of yourselves? Job, my child, you may be asking, how could I have forsaken you? How could I have let you suffer? When you told me you never doubted me, that you've always loved me, that you believed I had a plan that was beyond your understanding. What if I told you I never loved you? Would you still love one another like I never did? What if I told you that I was as bigoted, as selfish, as vain, and as genocidal as your priests and prophets have described? Would you please try to be better than me? Because miracles are easy to pray for, but fear is easy to prey on. And at this point, I am no longer sure. Did I create you in my image? Or did you create me in yours?